Bada bing, hello and welcome to this ESL Group H match. It's the ESL one-on-one Warhammer League, and this is between RomanRonin and P4ndaH3ro, spelt with numbers as well as letters. Okay, so got a bit of dwarf from P4ndaH3ro against the Wood Elves of RomanRonin. And as you can see, we got two cannon units, so it's kind of forcing Roman to advance on the dwarves because he can't hang about and just get shot at. And it's his Wildwood Rangers that are taking the brunt of the hits. That's not a bad target to go for. Quite an expensive unit. Roman's got 4 archer units, and they are the Glade Guard with Starfire Shafts. He's got this unit of Wild Riders with shields as well. His only cav unit in the army, and no doubt he'll be trying to get in and target these cannons. So one has moved away quite far from the infantry blob. And as you can see, the archer fire is coming in now. His Starfire Shafts just getting within target, and they're getting shot at by the cannons now. Roman is targeting Foregrim. So let's see how well P4ndaH3ro can protect his artillery. Well, his artillery is getting targeted now by those archers, and there's nothing to keep them from moving closer. Panda's bringing the Thane, try and block off Wild Riders. It's a nice charge still though. You need to get these infantry units back as soon as possible. And that cannon is almost out of the equation. And the other one's still moving, which means the archers can fire on the choice target, but the runesmith had just cast Rune of Negation, so not much point firing inside the circle. Again, the cannons being the main target, but the Wild Riders just getting another little mini charge. And P4ndaH3ro there, just moving forward. He's going to force these archers to move back. And a rear charge by the Wild Riders. But the problem with moving these infantry units so far forward, they're away from the runesmith. And now he's turning his back on the archers, which is a prime target for the archers, because suddenly the shields, they're of no use. They're carrying them at the front. Easy kills for the archers. Dwarf Warriors and Longbeards getting killed. And again, beautiful micro by Roman, just getting the charge on the second cannon. The first one rallied, but he's not attached to his artillery, so he's not firing at the moment. The Rune of Negation going down again. Oh no, the Rune of Open Shield, so it's increased the armour, but again only on those units within the circle. And Roman is wisely targeting the units outside the circle. So one of the cannons completely gone off the field now, and the other one, well, there's not a lot left of him. And the unit that is still alive is not attached to the artillery, so they're not doing anything. And oh, there goes down the Rune of Negation again. So pretty sure that Roman is going to target the units outside that. And the Longbeards are one of the better units for the dwarves. So to lose so many of them, not a good thing. And Dwarf Warriors are wavering now. They're nearly gone. The 2 Longbeard units on the far flank getting shot up. And the Longbeards and the Dwarfs at the front. Bit of a risky one there by Roman. Frontally charging the Longbeards. I'm not sure that was we'll get much from that one. Certainly doesn't want to stay in prolonged melee there. We see one of the Longbeards is broken. They'll probably return. Still probably about a third of the arrows left on those archer units, so Plenty of chance to whittle down. And again, these Longbeards have got their back exposed. So they're going to be a juicy target again. As the second cannon unit routes, this unit of Longbeards is nearly worthless. MVP so far, the Wild Riders, closely followed by these Glade Guard. And the Romans are able to keep Durfu and all his infantry units way back. No need to bring them forward yet. A second Longbeard unit there is routed, and some easy kills now for the Wild Riders just to see them off. As the Rune of Oath and Shield goes down, so that'll give them some protection again, only in the circle. This unit, they're outside the circle. As the rune wears off, all of these units become viable targets. Nearly out of arrows now though, so the 3 kills nearly gone. And we're going to have the melee fight after that. Wild Riders trying to take out these remaining Longbeards here. There's a cannon still broken, and this unit of Longbeards has not been brought forward. And just probably 1 or 2 volleys left on this unit of Glade Guard. Roman will use that up without a doubt. He wants to eke out every kill he can with these missile units. So 47 kills, 44 kills, 66 kills, and 63 kills. And that Wild Riders, he's gathered 111 kills. And he spies another easy target. It may well make those Longbeards rout. Has done. In fact, made them shatter. And the second unit is shattered also. You might go for that Longbeard unit at the back, just to see it completely off the field. But that's the end of the missile. It's now going to come down to an infantry fight. So Roman's got 1 slightly damaged Glade Guard, 2 slightly damaged, and 2 undamaged. Durfu, Wildwood Rangers, Tree Cairn, a Tree Man, another Tree Cairn. That Wildwood Rangers is damaged, and that one's undamaged. But if we have a look, and of course, the Wild Riders, but if we have a look at this box, this whole flank here is pretty beaten up. This side, fairly intact. Dwarf Warrior and the Longbeard. But I'm pretty sure that Roman will be trying to crack the egg just around there. He'll be taking on most of the flank, but his real force will be coming around the back. Let's see how this pans out. There's not much to be gained by moving his Wild Riders about at the moment. They should be getting rested while the rest of his army moves in. I'm not quite sure why Roman decides to do this with his missile units, as they could rest anywhere in this area, and the Dwarves are not fast enough to catch them, so he could pull them back as and when needed. But it would save marching them all the way up the field and would allow them to rest a bit while the rest of the army moved in. But I think Roman decided that he just wanted to finish it fairly quick. And as you can see, his frontal force is going to be composed of the Wildwood Rangers and a Treekin and Durfu himself. While his flanking unit He's probably going to go in there. This Wild Rider's still exhausted. And we can see the bar at the top is favouring the Wood Elves now. They've got more troops. They started with less. The Dwarves do still have 4 heroes in the centre. A Thane, a Runesmith, 4 Grim Grudge Bearer, and a second Thane. So those units are what he's relying on. And the Wild Riders, instead of being exhausted now, they are very tired. The less exhausted you get your troops, the better. And as you can see, the white bar denotes morale, and a couple of the units of the Dwarves are less than 100%, and that is due to the damage they've taken. Likewise for the Wild Riders. He's only tired now. Here goes Durfu. And he is casting... Whoa! Summon Feral Manticore. The rune of negation and the rune of open steel goes off. But even with that, I mean, to be honest, there was potential there for Roman to just pull out of that attack. But the problem is the summoned creature, it does start dying very quickly. But we see the tree men heading towards the runesmith. Once those runes are out of the way, things become a lot easier. And the Manticore targeting Thorgrim. Now with Durfu going in for Thorgrim as well. We'll probably see these 2 units rout soon. As the other standard units for the Dwarves on the far side here are slowly getting damaged. It is only the heroes holding out. The unit's been wiped out. Oh, there we see the Runesmith running. And while he's out of the battle... See, that's the other thing about these archer units. He could have used those to chase after any routing units to make sure they don't recover. I think Roman's targeting the standard infantry now. Try to get them off the field, and are hoping for a chain rout. Even Thorgrim has taken one hell of a beating. A bit of a imbalance of abilities of these 2 players, but well played to Roman and to p4ndaH3ro. Ended up a decisive victory. It is the best. It is a 2-match, no, best of 3. Sorry, and I do know that p4ndaH3ro forfeited the second game, giving RomanRonin a 2-0 victory. So 3 points on the board for Roman. Well played. Hope to see you all soon.